Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and this week we have the Geara Doga Heavy Arms, which for some reason the picture isn't loading here. So here's the picture over here on this one. I guess because I guess it's almost morning now. Well, it is morning now essentially. For some reason they still don't have the picture up over here. But anyway, there's the banner. It is a support suit again. I was very much expecting a raid since we got a general last week and then a support before that, because it's finally Christmas for supports. It's been a little while, but now we're getting a couple. Still no 700 native support, which I'm kind of still annoyed by. But we have a 550-600 Geara Doga Heavy, and it's literally the same cost as the last one with the Rick Dija. I would have to say I think this is better than that one, because it has a different gimmick. It has some of the same problems, but different gimmick. And let's just go ahead and take a look at what it's got for weapons and stuff. So, it's got the giant cannon. Yes! So that is a cannon. I saw the little thing on the back and I was like, maybe Gatling gun? But it has the same Geara Doga beam rifle, so it has the grenade launcher, plus it's automatic. Good thing is this is support, so you actually see some decent numbers, high 300s to low 400s if you're hitting most generals, and it still does pretty decent damage on any downed support or raid. Now the cannon itself right there is actually pretty cool because it hits like the weapons rack cannon. It's pretty much the same thing, giving you an AoE for shooting the ground, and it feels about the same as the weapons rack. So you shoot the ground next to somebody and you get a full heavy stagger. Yes, a heavy stagger in a weapons rack cannon playstyle. Also, it has a AoE shell like any of the tanks or the Hildoffer or something like that. It has, I think, 7 or 8 shots in that one with a decent reload time and a second faster time for the reload with 3 shots total on the big cannon with the heavy stagger. Then it has a grenade that does surprisingly high amounts of damage. You have 3 of those. You have the grenade for mainly a stun, a decent amount of damage. I think 21,000 on the beam saber, with the benefit of type advantage. You can hit about high 2,000, 3,000 on most generals. And again, let's see, I think that's all the different weapons. Grenade, beam. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, you have 6 weapons, beam rifle, beam saber, grenade, grenade launcher, and then the 2 cannons. So the main thing here, again, big heavy stagger cannon that can be AoE. 7-second cooldown time, I should say, before you can fire again, where the Zommel is 8. But the difference is, again, it's a splash damage cannon, so really nice to get those heavy staggers pretty easy. I will say that gun is a little long, if you can tell there, so it does feel a little more like kind of using the C1. It's kind of like halfway between the C1 and a weapons rack for how it's holding its cannon, plus the length of it. That's pretty much my biggest complaint as far as just the weapons go. Other than that, it does solid damage, and yeah, it looks pretty good so far. I can't wait to play it more. Now, the big problem is the skills. So it doesn't have any skills, but you could say the heavy stagger and being AoE is your defense. So you heavy stagger a raid, you go ahead and try to knock them down. Probably they dodge roll, then you tackle at them, then hopefully get a melee on them back up and try it again before they get to bully you into oblivion. If it's a Riga Z, you're probably dead. It has 0 melee defense by default as well, but crazy ballistic and beam resist at like 33. My dog's here. He's wanting to go to bed, I think. But anyway, let's see. Other than that, I think that's about it. I mean, good defense, good life. 19,000 at 550 cost, not bad. Again, though, very weak to melee. Any raid that gets on you is going to kill you. I mean, that's pretty much support life anyway. So yeah. The only difference is, in this case, you only have your type advantage to save you from generals that melee. Luckily, at this point, there's not too many that play like at 550 the Mark II Gundam as much. There is the Dryson, but you have a heavy stagger, and you can pretty much deal with the Dryson pretty easily. especially if you catch them while they're not boosting. You get that heavy stagger and they don't have their maneuver armor. Let's see. I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and move on, though. I will say it is a very solid support. I don't know whether it's too high, but it definitely feels like it has potential to be really good. I might even make a video toward the next banner to see what, I feel, after having the suit for about a week, or maybe sometime later next week. I'm assuming I'm not going to spin for the next one because, I probably won't have any tokens because I'm going for that normal suit. And, it's probably just going to be a raid or general. And so, I'll go for the support, make another video on the support, what I think after a week. Anyway, moving on. If it's much different than this, maybe, I don't know. I might even do a video on cycling through weapons and such. But, looking pretty solid. I like my supports with the big guns. Let's go. Other than that, though, they added the Hammurabi level 3 to the lottery. There's no banner for this one, but we do have a 700 Hammurabi now, which is pretty nice. Moving on into the rest of the patch notes here, we have the ticket shop stuff, the Zoc, what is this? The level 3 Zoc added. Kind of was thinking about getting it, but I still think I need the level 2, and I'd rather the level 1 and 2 first. Can't remember if I finally got it or not. We'll see if I get the 3. The Tetra, level 3 as well, going in there, and the Methuss, level 1 and 2. I can highly recommend the level 1 Methuss, and the level 2 probably should do fine because I've been using the level 3 myself. That was the first one I got was level 3, and it still performed really well. So, I could probably recommend the 2 as well if you want a solid 2-star, and because it's a 2-star, it should be pretty cheap on the ticket shop. Whereas the Tetra and the Zoc is probably going to be too expensive, which is why I probably wouldn't recommend them in the first place. Zoc is its own playstyle, so I couldn't recommend it really personally. And Tetra can be a little iffy sometimes. I can't remember if we got the level 1 in the DP store, so I would recommend trying it out first if it is there. If not, then you're rolling the dice on that one. Tetra has been buffed a few times though, so it feels a whole lot better than it did. But again, it's one of those glass cannon, high mobility kind of things that you got to play around with. You got a decent poke, which is very nice, so you can keep a support stunned from range, allowing the support not to do their job. So you can pretty much keep them at bay that way if you need to, and you can follow up damage with generals on other generals. Or chase down the raid that's going after your support and get a high build-up stagger and break their maneuver armor. Again, though, at, 650, I feel there's a lot better options than the Tetra. So, can't recommend it overall. But that's kind of more of the Tetra thing. The Zoc, don't forget to melee. Melee is strong. You knock people over in one hit. The beams and stuff are really cool, but that melee, getting used to that is the key to getting really good with the Zoc, because you can just punch a raid. Then we have the Striker Kai level 2 and the Dewaj level 3 in the DP store. Both, the Striker Kai is a top tier suit. Go get it. It is pretty legit. Definitely fun to play. All the melee weapons, swing everywhere, destroy all the things. Definitely has been outscaled due to power creep, but still a really fun suit. It was the top tier raid that they had come out with in a long time. So sad to see it kind of fall a little bit to the other raids. Mainly heavy attacks, I think, is what's really killing a lot of the old raids. Dewaj has its own kind of heavy attack with the Scoop de Whoop Axe. You got your Tomahawk. So get in there with that. Get that damage. I would recommend getting the lower levels, though. The 400 one is amazing. Can't recommend going for that. But the level 3 is in the DP store. The beam rifle for the Gundam ground type, level 2 to 4, has been added, which is pretty amazing because, so I'm pretty sure that's DP store. I'm going to check that out, actually, and go get all of those. Anyway, that is it for that. Looking at Clan Mash here, it is, I think, no, it's this Monday. Okay, cool. Monday, I need to remember that. So Monday we have 5 a.m. Pacific, and that's 5v5, 550 cost, ace match on Impact site. So good luck to anybody doing that. We have what symbol this time? Again, it's still the top 100, and we got Zoel or Planet A blue version. So that's only going to the top 10 though. So good luck to those people getting that symbol. Yeah. So overall, pretty short, pretty sweet. Like the supports, let's keep them coming. I still think the Rikdija needs something else other than it's just overload, because it has really no defensive layers against a raid that's barreling at you. You have to waste all 3 of your shots if you want to stun them. You do have your grenades, I guess. I guess you could do your grenades at a raid and then do your overload beam to try to stun them real quick. But yeah, that's my problem with the Dija. It's like especially when that beam is down and your overload's down, you're like a bad general Dija without a shotgun. So yeah. But anyway, Doga's feeling a whole lot better than that. It's definitely more consistent. I think the Rikdija though definitely has a spot on a team after post, actually getting it since the update, and I got lucky on a roll, got it, and tried it. I think team-wise, it's pretty solid. You can definitely dish out the damage and big follow-up damage, but as a YOLO Q suit, still not there. Doga, though, feeling pretty good. I definitely want to play it a whole lot more and see what it feels like. Like I said, I might make a video on it later. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all the stuff in the update. Usual links down in the description below, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, stuff like that. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace!